Hi, I'm in New York. Last week in Chicago, a colleague of mine asked what's going on in financial systems these days. I surprised him and surprised myself a little bit when I answered not all that much, particularly if you come to finance as a general ledger in a sense, or ledger processing more broadly. Let's review just some of the trends in technology over the last few decades, right? One of the most recent large one is cloud, the development of the cloud. Cloud is a significant development, but in terms of core financial systems, it hasn't really changed all that much. We keep our financial data still as highly aggregated. Most of the migration to the cloud has been with existing tools and processes that have already been used. It's accumulated a lot of smaller players that can now do more on the cloud. People want to move there, but right now there's not a lot of new offerings from the vendors for that. A prior technology trend to that would be mobile trend. It changed our society dramatically, but it didn't really change our core financial processing all that much. Yes, we can do transactions now from our phones, but in terms of where those transactions are processed, they're processed by and large in the same systems they always were processed in. Prior to that, maybe the trend before that was the internet. That changed things in terms of transaction capture again, but didn't change the core processing behind them. The last time we really had a major change in core financial systems processing probably would be the ERP, the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s, when so many of those systems were implemented. We're still living with most of that technology. If you go back in banking, we're probably even a little bit older. Those systems still are running very much today. People would like to have better financial data, lower levels of detail, less reconciliation, more insight, less aggregation, which loses visibility to attributes. But I'm not seeing that happen yet. It'll be interesting to see in the next few years if we do have a significant change in financial systems starting to occur.